What is up, my brothers and sisters? It's your boy Juice. So these people on YouTube are saying the rapture will happen on September 23rd. And September 23rd came and went. And then they were like, well, actually, I think it's October 6th or 7th. And then there's other ones saying, well, it could be from the 6th to 11th. I know when the rapture will happen. It'll happen anytime between now and the day of your death. How about that? That could be next year. It could be 10 years from now. It could be next month. But it reminds me of this scene on Ghostbusters where the guy on Ghostbusters 2, where the guy's like, the end of the world, I predict, won't be New Year's. And then the other chick's like, I think it'll be Valentine's Day. He's like, bummer. They say 144,000 are going to be the ones that get to go to heaven in the Bible. And if you look at all the people that are predicting these rapture dates, you got hundreds of videos of hundreds of different people saying that the rapture is going to happen sometime soon. And then if you calculate those hundreds of people, like you can probably just calculate like 3 different people's videos. One person probably has 20,000 views. Another person probably has got 10,000 views. Another person probably has another 25,000 views. So if you have hundreds of videos of people saying the rapture is going to happen, and let's just say they all have, I'll give them the benefit of the doubt, they all have 20,000 views, 100 different videos. That's way more than 144,000 people. And the problem with predicting this kind of stuff is that so many people believe in it. And they believe these false prophets, and they believe all the bullshit on YouTube and Twitter and X or whatever the fuck it's called. And then when it doesn't happen, you're causing more harm and detrimental damage to people's faith. Because when it doesn't happen, this creates like a loss of faith, right? And the false prophets are mentioned in Revelations. And you see all these good pictures right here. When you go to like church school, or like the children are in school and they're like, the children are like in church. You grow up with this belief right here. Let's just take David and Goliath, for instance. You have these good pictures and they tell you the story of David and Goliath. But what they don't tell you is they don't finish the rest of the story. You see all these like cartoon pictures, but they don't really tell you the dark truth of the rest of the story. And that's that David cut fucking Goliath's head off, right? There's like blood coming out, right? He just severed his head from his body, right? His fucking neck's hanging off, right? He just used a sword, right? They don't tell you the rest of that story, right? And what I'm getting at is for you to go to heaven, for instance, you gotta fucking die. Like, the rapture thing is a fairy tale, okay? You're not just gonna poof away in your pants and it's just gonna be a pair of sneakers and nobody knows where the hell you went or where you've gone, right? That's this version of it, of a rapture, right? But they're not really telling you that the reality of it is, that means you gotta fucking die, dude, right? Like, so why do so many people want this to happen? Why are so many people begging for it to happen? And let's say the rapture did happen, okay? And if my calculations are correct, let's just say you have like 600,000 people. We'll make up a number. 600,000 people believe that the rapture is coming. That's not 144,000. That's 600,000 people. I even give it the benefit of the doubt, and I'll say 2 million Americans believed that the rapture was coming. You know that only 144,000 of you get to go. So if somebody was raptured, you wouldn't even know it because so little people, and it's so far and wide, and it's not just Americans, okay? There's people in Africa that probably got raptured. There's people in India that probably got raptured. And that's only like 1 in like a million or something, right? So if a rapture did happen, like you wouldn't know it anyways, because you didn't get to go, because the numbers and the calculations are few and far and wide. You know what I'm saying? And at that amount, I can guarantee you 144,000 people died today. Tomorrow, 144,000 people are going to die tomorrow, because that's including the entire world. I'm talking like Russia, Ukraine, Africa, Europe, America, Mexico, right? Canada, right? If you do the numbers and the calculations, right? That many people probably die a day. So you can technically say that they got raptured. I'm just saying.